Your company gave you a project last Tuesday. Clear deadline, reasonable scope. By Wednesday, 3 more projects landed. By Friday, the deadline moved up a week. By Monday, your manager asked why you looked stressed. You are not stressed because you are weak. You are stressed because the system is designed to make you stressed. And once you understand how that design works, everything changes. My name is Clara, and I expose how modern workplaces manufacture pressure and why it never actually stops. Subscribe right now, because what I'm about to walk you through will change how you read every email and every meeting forever. The design of pressure. American businesses have figured out something. You can get more output from the same people if you keep them slightly terrified. Not with threats, just enough anxiety that you work faster, ask fewer questions, and stop believing you deserve rest. Every role gets sized just below what one person can handle. Not so much that you quit, just enough that you are always catching up, always prioritizing, always making trade-offs. Workload equals 110% of capacity. Time equals 100% of what you have. Result equals constant pressure. Here's what nobody tells you. This is not an accident. This is the system working as intended. Workers under pressure perform better. They are more compliant. They negotiate less on salary. They do not have bandwidth to look for other jobs. And they internalize the pressure as personal failure, not structural design. The 5 mechanisms rule. First, the moving target. You get assigned work. Then the scope expands in conversation. While you are working on X, could you also look at Y? Nobody updated your timeline, but now the target has moved. This happens until you are running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up. Second, the illusion of urgency. Everything is marked as soon as possible. Your nervous system stops distinguishing between actual emergencies and routine work, someone called urgent. You stay in low-level panic all day. The American Psychological Association shows this chronic stress is more damaging than acute stress because it never ends. Third, visibility and comparison. Your work is visible, your calendar, your Slack status, your output tracked and compared. Once you know that, you change behavior. You stay online longer. You respond faster. You work during lunch so people see you working. Fourth, the threat of replacement. Every email from leadership contains, "The market is competitive. We need to move faster." What that means is, if you cannot keep up, we will find someone who can. You know, if you push back on unreasonable deadlines, if you ask for help, someone behind you will not. They will just work harder. Fifth, the promotion trap. You get promoted, more responsibility, more money, more status. Suddenly, you are under more pressure than before. There is no finish line. There is just a new level of the same game. The real reason. Most American companies are overstaffed at the bottom and severely undermanaged at the top. The pressure exists because pressure is cheaper than hiring. If you are under pressure, you work harder without being paid more. You skip vacation, you answer emails at midnight, you absorb stress that used to require a whole team. From a business perspective, pressure is a profit lever. It costs nothing and generates significant returns. Your burnout is not a bug in the system. It is a feature. Let me tell you about Maya. Maya worked as a senior analyst in New York, strong track record. Then her company restructured. 5 people instead of 8, same workload. Her manager said it was an opportunity to gain exposure. For the first month, Maya tried. Early, late, skipped lunch. By month 2, checking emails at 2 a.m. By month 3, a stress rash. Performance review still strong, but the cost was her health. Then she realized, no matter how hard she worked, the workload would not decrease. The company had decided 5 people could do the work of 8. If she left, they would redistribute her work to the remaining 4. There was no winning scenario. Only the choice between staying and being slowly destroyed, or leaving and being replaced. Maya left. Lower title, smaller company. For the first time in 3 years, she slept through the night. The pressure she felt was not about capability. It was because the system required pressure to function. Why it will not stop. You are waiting for things to calm down. That moment is not coming. Every quarter, productivity metrics look good. The company is doing more with less. Revenue is strong. Stock is up. From the perspective of decision makers, the system is working perfectly. The fact that you are stressed, tired, burning out, that is not visible in metrics yet. There is no internal incentive for the system to change. The pressure continues because it is profitable, and it will keep continuing until something external forces it to stop. What actually works? I'm not telling you to work less hard. I'm not telling you to become someone who does not care. What I'm telling you is this: the pressure you feel is not personal failing. It is systemic design. Once you see it as systemic, you stop trying to fix yourself and start protecting yourself. Stop believing in the temporary crunch. Crunch is permanent. Once you accept that, you stop waiting for relief that is never coming. Become strategic about visibility. You cannot stop being visible, but you can control what people see. Batch your work. Set boundaries around availability. Be someone who delivers quality on a reasonable timeline instead of someone who responds instantly to everything. Stop taking the moving target personally. When scope creeps, treat it as information about system overload, not a personal demand. Understand that loyalty is one-directional. Your company will let you go when it is profitable. You are an input in a cost-benefit calculation. Stop proving your worth through overwork. Know when to leave. Your biggest leverage is your ability to walk away. Sometimes the most intelligent decision is recognizing the structure is incompatible with your well-being. The pressure you feel is not because you are weak. It is not because you need to be more organized. It is because you are inside a system that profits from your pressure. The people who navigate this well are not the ones who work harder. They are the ones who understand the system, protect their own interests, and know when the system has become incompatible with their survival. The next time an email lands, the next time a deadline moves, the next time you feel that familiar tightness, you will pause. Not because you're going to work less hard, but because now you understand the pressure is not something you caused. It is structural. Your job is not to fix the structure. Your job is to survive it and protect yourself within it. That is what knowing the rules actually looks like. Not surrender, strategy. Drop a comment right now. When did you first realize the pressure at your workplace was not temporary? What was the moment you understood the system would not change? Because I guarantee the people reading have their own version of that story. If you know someone still waiting for things to calm down, someone burning themselves out believing the crunch will end, send this to them today. Subscribe if you want to understand the workplace before it consumes you. I am Clara. I will see you in the next one.